Hi guys, and very nice greetings from Germany. It's an astral dream, which I had from the 3rd of October up to the 4th of October, in which I saw Elon Musk. So I really have no clue why I have always this crazy astral travels and projections, but I had the impulse to share this with you. I recorded some voices for Soul Sister. You know, I'm not a native speaker, and I hope so much that the message is coming through. It is so crazy right now again what's taking place behind the scenes. I had no clue that Elon did a Twitter post exactly on the same date as I had the astral dream. I was guided to a video today and to the news. Oh wow, they speak about it, that Elon did a post about the war. You know what I'm talking about? And that many people attacked him. Very interesting. And I had an astral dream about him and he spoke to me. And this was just crazy. And even Klaus was there. Klaus and Billy, and they attacked me and my twin flame Marcel. It was awful. And you must know it's all just AI. These are AI attacks. It's unbelievable what's taking place here. But yeah, I think it's important to speak more and more about it. That we are waking up now. We must see, we must face what's going on here. I have no clue if this is true. So please pick up what resonates. I'm very careful with predictions, future predictions, even with astral travels. But I had the impulse to share this with you. And these are voices which I recorded for Soul Sister. And I shared with her a lot also about what I saw in 4D in 2021. Because we stayed physically there. And I hope so much this helps you. Thank you so much for all what you do, and I'm so honored to speak to you all, and keep going.
The purpose of this podcast is to show you how the AI works. This video is not meant to embarrass other people. We are all in the same boat, and we are all programmed by AI to this day. Some of us more, some of us less. Each of us plays a role in this game. Thank you very much.
It is so crazy. I hope you're doing well. I was not able to listen to your voices, but oh my fucking gosh. You know, I was a little bit happy yesterday and I uploaded this video. I don't know if you saw it, the new one. Do you know what happened today? My printer has a shutdown now. And my printer doesn't work. Boom. Suck. And I just wanted to print and now nothing works. And actually it always worked. The crazy thing is that company of this printer is blue. You know, and the entire matrix is based on these two colors, blue or red. And it is a company with a blue icon, and even the entire printer is blue. Right, even the display and so on. So, and you know who the blue guys are, right? Klaus, World Economic Forum, you know, it's all blue, right? And red is Musk, right? When you see his logo, it's red. And the entire matrix is based on these two colors. But it's actually all AI, and actually we must choose a side. So this is what they told me over and over and over again. And last night it was so crazy. I had so crazy astral travels and attacks. I woke up in the middle of the night and I sweated, and my body was shivering, so like this, because it was crazy last night. And then I saw, for real, Klaus Schwab in this dream. In this astral projection, I saw Klaus Schwab, because that's all blue. Billy, and a few other guys. So, and I know this is blue. And they attacked me. Then they attacked also Marcel. With AI codes, it was crazy. And it's like they attacked basically Marcel. So in blue is the heaviest network. It is Billy, Klaus, and so on. You know, this is what we can see now. Like, what the heck? You know, with the poke on. Okay, so and these are psychopaths. So they are dangerous. You know, Klaus and so on. And Queen. You know, this is all blue. Because as we say yes to this game, actually we have to choose a side. That's so crazy. And they attacked Marcel like crazy, and I saw Klaus. It was awful. And they wanted to pull Marcel back into their network, into the Blue Pill network, because this is how they programmed him from birth, the AI. And me, I was programmed since birth to take the red pill. But you don't see that all this is just a game. It's just AI. It's just duality. So, and then suddenly it was so crazy, this astral dream. So then I took Marcel with me. And suddenly we were located within the red pill network. We both were located suddenly in the red pill network, and I saw Elon Musk. It's no joke. And I was in a conversation with Elon Musk. So what the heck? And I was fully aware of everything, that it's just the astral projection. And then I saw him. Like, huh? So he definitely vibrated lighter as the other guys over there. But it's not the way out. But they were always in a battle, these two counterparts, if you want. And then I spoke to Elon Musk during this night, and he showed me his new electricity and his new technology. And he was like a child. He shared with me everything. He developed new cars, new electric cars, like new cars, and he wants to develop now very fast cars, you know. I don't know if you know that. I don't know the English word for this. Races, motorcycle races, or even new cars for Formula 1. That's how we say it in Germany. When you know Michael Schumacher, you know, the German one, the Michael Schumacher, or Lewis Hamilton, he develops new cars for these races. That's what I saw last night, and he shared this all with me like a child. Oh, look, I have new cars for Michael Schumacher. So what the heck? Why are you sharing it? No, that's all AI. And it's like we were located within the red pill network, and then he shared with me all his new technology. And then I told him again, so why are you doing this? Why do you always create cars and motorcycles now, which is based on AI and electricity? So why? Oh, why not? What's the matter? It is so much fun. So the energy was definitely lighter as the other guys over there, because they attacked us like crazy. It was close. It was like, oh, shit. Oh my gosh. And I woke up in the middle of the night. My entire body shivered, and I had this dream with Klaus and Billy, and they all hunted us. And this is the Draconians, right? It's them. They are super dark and heavy. And the red pill people, I call them like this, these are the good guys inside the AI game, and these are the Pleiadians. These are the Syrians or whoever. But this is just the artificial created battle. So, and actually the Anunnaki have taken over them, what I know, and they fell. These are fallen Anunnaki, and they look totally different as many people believe they look. They have blue eyes and blonde hair. This is how the Anunnaki do look. And I saw them last year, and they are the red pill people. So, and it was definitely lighter because Elon did not attack me for real. Marcel was standing there, I don't know. They didn't attack him for real. It was Savior there, but it was all based on electricity and AI, and it was so strange. It's like, what the heck? Do we really must choose a side when we really want to live here in this hologram? What? And then, do you know what happened? I just wanted to print some papers. And do you know what? The printer with a blue icon has a shut down now, and I can't work with this printer anymore. It's destroyed. And I tried with my computer, I tried with my laptop, and it's not working. I tried with the wireless LAN, I tried with the cable, nothing works. And the printer printed, right? One paper, but not clear. And then I heard a inside the printer, tuck, and now it's gone and it's not working anymore. And it's a blue one. Now you see the similarity, what happened already in the Astron. Do you know what happened? There was an AI channel yesterday in my live chat, and he had the same name like my brother. It was an AI bot, Marcus is the name of my brother, and exactly the last name too, yeah, like me, almost, just a B, Marcus B, not more. And then I was looking at this comment and I felt they are planning something again because they see the future again. Marcus B is my brother. And that was the name in my live chat yesterday as I was online on YouTube. And I was thinking about my brother today because I have a laptop, and that's a laptop from my brother. And I use this laptop now because I tried to activate my printer, but it's even not working with this laptop. The printer is destroyed. And that's the printer from my brother I use, Marcus. And they already knew. That's what I told the people always on YouTube. They see the future, they see everything. What do you say now? And I tell you, all the computers I use, be it the laptop from my brother, be it the computer over there, it's all red. They have a red icon. And even, do you know what, that even iPhones, even the iPhone, that's what I saw last year, even Apple, iPhone is red. iPhone and Apple belongs to the red pill matrix. And Android and Samsung is blue. It's Billy. Windows, it's Billy. It's blue. And the red pill is Mac. iPhone, Apple, Adobe is also red, right? Photoshop, Illustrator, all these innovative programs, right? But they are all based on AI, but they are more innovative, right? It's new, it's something else. And the blue pill people always copied them because the red pill people are usually very creative. They have many ideas, but it's all based on AI. And this is how the red pill people vibrate, like Steve Jobs. Yeah, this is the red pill. And that's different, but they are all working with this matrix and with the AI. So it is so crazy, and because of this, I can't say for sure what will happen next, because the people they don't see. The problem is I don't choose a side, me not in my soul, but the AI want that we choose a side. And it seems like so that the only way to survive here, as long as we have this hologram, is we must choose a side for real. I have no clue because I tried and I don't choose a side, and you see what's happening. One chaos and the next chaos and the other chaos. It is awful. Now the printer, zack, destroyed. And as I had the other printer, right, there's also gone. And they destroyed this printer last year before we entered 4D. That was a printer with a red icon. But the computer was a blue company. Yeah, and that was blue. And they hacked into the computer and destroyed the entire computer and all my cell phones because these were Samsung. But the printer was red. But they have taken over the entire network and the computer because the computer was a blue icon. It was blue. So then my red printer was also destroyed. This is the game, sister. It is crazy. It is crazy. Really, last night it was so awful. And it's like we are almost alone. I ask for protection. No one protects us. I'm just walking around in this crazy AI networks, but no one is helping me. And it seems like we really have no help. For real. Because it is us. Now they sent me these implants, and I don't get away from them. It's like they're always listening. My head, everything. And this was crazy, and I already felt something is off. Yeah, why there is a AI channel now which has the name Marcus, like my brother. Suddenly, Marcus B. And I felt they mean my brother. And now I know why, because I used this laptop, and now a picture appears from Trump on this laptop. It's no joke. Trump and his wife Melania. And Elon again. Elon Musk is also flopping up now on my laptop. It's no joke. And the Tesla tower. What the heck? Because that's the rap here. It's no joke. It is them. Do you see that? And that's a laptop with a red icon. It's Toshiba. Yeah? That's the laptop company. That's why I can work with this laptop, because this is the color which I should use, because I'm red pilled from birth. This means I was always with John F. Kennedy. Since I'm little, I'm with them, or with Mr. T, since birth. But this is illusion inside the game, because these are the good guys. But they are all working with AI, and this is so fucking crazy. It's like, whoa, no, holy shit. Whoa. So, wow. And you know, when this is true, I saw that the blue pill beings, yeah, Dracos, Klaus, and so on, they always copied the people from the Red Pill network over there. You know, they are in a competition or whatever. It's so crazy. So, and this works. You know, and even iPhone, the same. This is Red Pill. Actually, it was Red Pill, but now, you know, the company changed since Steve is gone. And I feel something dark happened to Steve. That feels also not natural to me, what happened to him. It's just my feeling. But actually, Steve, when I saw his speeches, actually I felt...
Believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path, and that will make all the difference. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life. Woz and I started Apple in my parents' garage when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh, a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started?
He had a good heart, not a good heart, but he vibrated lighter. And I feel something like he has a heart. And this is the plane of the Anunnaki. They are totally different as many people think they are. They are totally different. So, and this is how they vibrate. And now I understand why this crazy guy, Enki, you know, they are the controller of the Red Pill network. They are. And Enlil as well. This is all the Red Pill network. Just to believe we must choose a side. Developed also, I don't know, maybe it is his plan, or maybe I saw his ideas. I don't know. I don't know what it was, if this is true. This was cars, motorcycles, which charge the batteries through the sun. So when the sun shines, so then the battery, yeah, they charge the battery, and then the cars are working. Even for the races, like Michael Schumacher, you know, they all they took a seat in a car which was based on the solar energy. So, and I mean, yes, it's definitely lighter, but it's still okay? And they did not tap me. And this was interesting. Now I understand Enki's messages. Because this is the Red Pill. And they are here. They have taken over the Red Pill. That's also confusing. Do you know what this crazy guy Enki told me? Do you know what he said? I would promise you, as long as you are together with Marcel, your life will be horrible. They say exactly the same. Again, your life will be horrible. And don't believe it's getting better. And then I said the same, but guys, you program all this, that we have a horrible life. I mean, you program all this. The same again, and now you pretend to be my hero. Our saviors, but you installed all this word. Then he said, you must choose a side as long as you are here in this plane. I told you so. There is no other way. No, I don't want to choose a side. Yeah, then you must suffer because it's not working. Because even the vegan community, the raw vegan community, belongs to the red pill. So even when you meet some vegan communities or raw vegan communities, they are all red pill, Sandra, the most of them. I mean, they are lighter, but they also believe this illusion is true. And you can't wake them up because they are all connected to the matrix. And they are not interested in to disconnect from the matrix. That's what they told me. They said, I promise you, your life will be horrible. As long as you are together with him. Crazy, right? Like these are the saviors. They told them, yeah, guys, but you program all this. You program the people that they do these things and no one is helping us for real. And they even can't help us for real. And he said, Sandra, because they're all connected to the matrix. It's like in Matrix, in the movie. They are connected to it. They will not leave the matrix. So that's what they told me. I don't know if this makes any sense. I was like, oh my gosh. So this means that's the reason why not everyone is able to eat vegan food. Because it's the program they installed you from birth and your body. Because it does exist people that can't deal with vegan food even when they do it and they do everything right. You know, even when they use supplements and they feel so horrible because they were programmed from birth to take the blue pill. And when you got programmed to take the blue pill from birth, from the AI, we said yes to this AI phantom as we entered this dimension here. It's duality, right? Then these people can't deal with vegan food because their body is saying no, it's not working for them for real. This doesn't mean that these are bad beings. It just means they got programmed from birth to take the blue pill. Yeah, and through this, they were able to see your destiny and what you will do. And because I was programmed to take the red pill from birth, I was always able to eat vegan food because my body works differently. And even my skin, you know, I also saw that people which got red pilled, they have a golden spark, gold more, and they can stay in the sun. They love the sun very much. They can spend hours in the sun and nothing happens to them. You know, nothing with the skin. They can have a beautiful time on the beach, and this is what they love. The red pill people, they love the sun and they love water. They love the summer season. They love it when it's getting hot, and they love it to have beach parties and to stay close to water. And me the same. And this is my body. My body is programmed. Not my soul, but my body, my mind, my head is programmed to take this pill. And the people which got blue pilled from birth, they usually don't like the sun so much, or when it's getting hot out there. They prefer more autumn or winter because their energy is cold. That's why the color blue, because they are cold, very cold. And the beings with the red pill, they have a warm energy, you know, a golden spark, or their skin is so brown. It's like it's the same with me. When I spend time in the sun, during 1 hour, I get so brown. It's getting so fast. It's like I love the sun. And this is my body. My body, you know, is programmed to take this pill. Not my soul, but my head. And when I look back, I always was guided, intuitive, to buy clothings, by companies with a red icon. Always intuitive, because I liked this style more. For example, I share with you some companies. H&M is red. I always bought clothing there because I like the style more as the style of Primark, and Primark is blue. Primark never resonated with me, even when it's almost the same. But it is the program. Yeah, we got programmed in our heads. That's why I bought clothing at H&M more. Or another example, Vin Diesel is also fully red. And this is the style I like, because they are more colorful, extrovert, innovative. You see, they are very shiny, they love the sun, they have a lot of energy, and they are super creative. They have a very cool style, and they love to do artwork, right? They are super innovative, and this is how they vibrate. Or I also liked always the company Hugo Boss. Hugo Boss is also fully red, the style. And I always preferred these clothings more. For example, or the other company, I don't know if it's red. What was the other company which I loved? Topshop, but I'm not sure if it's red. But I think so. Or Jaded London, yeah, that's a British company. I always bought clothing there because this is how they vibrate. They are also colorful, extrovert. It's different. It's like the people see you. It's like, what the heck? It's so colorful. Very sunny, the energy, right? And this is how they vibrate. It's no joke. Or Ralph Lauren, I think he's also red. The icon. I also loved always Ralph Lauren's fashion shows when I was in this strong. I worked at fashion stores when I was younger. That's why. And I always loved Ralph Lauren's fashion shows because that's also red. And I had no clue. I always bought electricity or technology with a red icon. Intuitive, I had no clue. Or the same to the microphone. It's Rode, right? That's also red. And Marcel, for example, he was more guided to buy technology or clothes with a blue icon. Different to me. Even our backpacks. And I had no clue that we got programmed. My backpack, when we use it for traveling, right? Marcel's backpack is blue. My backpack is red. Intuitive. And I already saw this last year as we stayed in 4D. The reason is I got red pilled from birth. This means other beings tried to manipulate me and work with me, as with Marcel. That's why the Dracos and the blue pill beings, they try to manipulate Marcel and they want to work with him. Because they all want to work with us and manipulate us. And for me, was always the red pill people, guys. The Galactic Federation of Light basically control the red pill network. The good guys inside the game. But these are not the organic ones. These are the fallen Anunnaki, if you want. And they have blue eyes and blonde hair. They look like Pleiadians because the Pleiadians inside the red pill network, which became one with this thing too, these are Anunnaki. And they are not so good. They have also very destructive intent. What do you say now? Wow, and now I can't print my stuff because they shut it down, my printer, which was a blue one. And I already saw it last night. It is awful. So I don't know why. I don't understand. So that's why intuitively I also was always guided to see this with a red icon. Because the entire matrix is based on this. And these colors are dominating so much, blue and red. So, and I always wanted to live in cities with a red icon. Because I knew they are more safe. But as we stayed in Leipzig last year, it is a blue icon. And that's why it was so awful. Yeah, because they were able to attack us, me, whatever. Because it's blue. Berlin, for example, is red. And I always had actually more a connection to Berlin. More. Red, the techno community, right? The love parade. The red pill people vibrate. They are more extrovert, they want to spread love, the love parade. This is the red pill. They are more alternative, extrovert, sunny. Yeah, they love the sun, they love to move and to dance. They are totally different. So and if this is true what I saw, then we must choose a side, because it's duality here, and it was decided from birth, from the AI. Because my body works similar. So I love the sun and my body reacts. When it's getting warm out there, when we have spring season, when I go to the pool, I feel so much better. As winter is horrible for me. Like, oh gosh, So, and that's for real the thing. So because my body, my avatar is linked to one of these networks, that's why it's almost impossible to break free. So maybe this is what you already felt, what you already saw, that I don't know if it will work. And it's really quite sad, because I just know that if you want the red pill, it's actually the divine feminine, right? Actually, color red is the divine feminine. But in its twisted form, it's against the divine feminine. And this is what's happening here in the Matrix, yeah? The red pill is the divine feminine, actually, but it's working against her. Yeah, that's why Enki or Odin or the other gods, yeah, the All-Father, yeah, these beings are the rulers over this Matrix, because they control the divine feminine. And in the blue pill Matrix, the Dracos, the queen is the mother there, and she is the opposite of the divine feminine, and she controls men, because blue is the divine masculine, and they attack the divine masculine there inside the blue pill, because queen is their mother. What I saw, she's the chief, and they love her so much. It's like she's the queen, of the bees, and they all defend her, all the bees. So that she is still alive, that she can feel safe, and she is directed against the divine masculine. But blue is actually the divine masculine. So you see, it's all distorted and twisted here. Crazy. That's why the people with the red pill, they are very creative, and they have many ideas, and many of them are cool artists, because it's the divine feminine. But here it's just twisted, because these beings, these extraterrestrials, they want to work with us. That's why. Does that make any sense? And this is what they told me for many weeks ago again, and for 2 days again. And they tell me this over and over again. As long as you are together with him, you will suffer. Horrible. And that's what Mr. T also told me last year, as we stayed in 4D. And I'm not sure if it's true, but they told me this. They said it's not Marcel. Marcel is a very lovely guy, and he is your twin flame. That's what they also said. It's your twin flame. I know, but it's an artificial created battle. And as I saw this, as we entered this crazy dimension, it has started with these astral projections. They tried to give him the poke as well. And then I attacked them all. They should stop to attack Marcel. And then the next morning, Marcel had these wounds for real. It's like someone tried to give him the poke in his stomach and his arms, and it all became. And twin flames are actually not here to choose any sides. We are here to bring back unity and love. But it's almost unbearable for us. And I'm not pretty sure if they're not all united and if they not work all together now. Because actually that's what I saw. But it's very, very sad. I just know that this network is definitely lighter. Because it seems like it's the 4D consciousness. And I mean, it's definitely lighter. It's the 3D consciousness from the blue pill. But it's not how we vibrate. This is not our consciousness. It's not. It is still heavy for me. And I really hope that Mr. T understands this, because I didn't saw him in this astral projection. He was not there, and I never see him. I never see him in any astral travel. I just saw Elon. And I know his company is fully red. So, and maybe he changed, and I hope for real that it worked what I did last year as I was in contact with them. I really hope so. They understand what's going on. And it was not just imagination. I don't know either what's going on for real. But I never see him. So this means he's out of this. And I never see him in any astral travel or in an astral projection. I never see him. But I just know when I speak about them, or when I speak about Mr. T or about John F. Kennedy, then I feel the vibration in my left ear. So it's like, and I felt this should be a phone call. That's why it's located on the left side. It's a phone call that we can talk to each other. But what the heck? And the other guys above my head, they tried to destroy my neocortex, like Agent Smith, right? It is so crazy, and it's almost impossible to discern. And I fully understand why the people are so confused now and they don't know how to get out of here, because it's super confusing. And I really hope that these guys, they changed. And that they're not doing the same again like John F. Kennedy or whatever, because they didn't know for real what I felt about him. That's why it didn't work, and something very bad happened to him. And I feel the same with Steve as well, Steve Jobs, the same. Something very dark happened to him, and this feels not natural to me. So, and this always happened when you didn't see the illusion for real. So that's why it's not over yet. And this is what many people are wondering too, because it's not over yet. It's not. But I just know that something else will happen, but I don't know what, or maybe it's for real. The Galactic Federation of Light first. But I just know they are different as many people think they are. Because these are the good guys inside the game. But they are programmed by technology to play the good guy. And this is what they also don't understand. Yeah, and this is, as mentioned, this is what they told me, really. The same what you say, already last year, and I just know it was Mr. T and his team. They told me so because they scanned our aura. It's no joke. I saw them with my third eye. They had a quantum computer and they scanned my aura. Because I was curious, I wanted to know how they can see if a being has the mark or not. Because they always spoke about a mark. Yeah, they can recognize them because of their mark. And then I felt, they mean the beast, right? The mark. And then I asked them, can you check my aura? And I saw them with my third eye. It's no joke. And these were the whiteheads. It was them. And I just know they played a good guy inside the game. And they did not talk me. But they also play the game here. It's not the way out for real. And then they checked my aura, it's no joke, and I saw my aura, my frequency inside the screen of the quantum computer. It is no joke. I have no clue if this is true or it was just imagination, but I felt these messages which are coming in. This is not my own thought, or that they just mirror my thought or something. This is what the dog wants, the Dragos do. when you talk to them, they always mirror just your thought, and they respond to your thought, just in distorted form, that you're completely going nuts. You're like, what the heck? So, the same example with my brother, right? That they know it already, and then they mention my brother in the live chat and his name. And I know it was an attack by them, okay, by the blue pill people. So, and they were different, and I felt these messages which are coming through by them. This is not my imagination, these were totally other information. For example, they checked my aura, and then I saw my aura inside the screen. And then I asked them, so, okay, that's crazy, and what do you see now? And it looked like, I don't know, it looked like a curriculum vitae a little bit. And then I saw if I have any blockages, if I have any physical issues, they saw it. Oh, and then I saw it in the screen with my third eye as well. And then I asked them, okay, and what's this now? Then they said things like, oh, actually you have almost no blockages. A little bit, but actually it's not much. A few traumas with your family, a little bit, but it's actually not much. That's what they said, for example. Then they saw also, oh, you eat raw vegan-based food diet. Ah, that's interesting. Oh, I see, what kind of food do you need in your body? And then I asked, and what it is? Yeah, you need a lot of fruits. Fruits and berries, you must eat a little bit more berries. Berries are good for you. Yeah, and a little bit more fat, a little bit. You eat not enough fat. Nuts, for example. Eat a little bit more nuts and eat a little bit more seeds, so that's good for your body. Then you can calm down a little bit. It's no joke. It's like, oh, heck. Okay. And then I did the same with Marcel. And I asked him, can you check Marcel's aura too? Then they said, yes, we can do, but Marcel must give me permission. It's really no joke. It's like, what the heck? And then I told Marcel, hey, they said they want to check your aura, but you must give permission first, because they are not allowed to check any auras. And then Marcel said, okay, why not? And then they did it, and then I saw Marcel's aura in the screen. Do you know who they are? And then he said, yes, I know who they are. They are dangerous. This is what they really said. And they always hunt you down, Sandra. And they always stand in your way. That's why your life is so horrible. That's what they said. And then I said, can you check them? Can you check who they are? And really, this was Mr. T. It's no joke. Do you know what? Then he typed in their name, and then he said, oh shit, they have the mark. That was the first reaction. Oh, they have the mark. So, oh gosh, I always knew they have the mark. And they are dark. He said, yes, they have the mark. And then he typed into the name, and then he saw all their connections. And I said, oh, yeah, okay, they have some connections which are not so good. But this person per se, they are actually not on the front. They are not really in a high position. That's what he said. They're actually not in a higher position. But the people behind them are in a higher position, and they are dangerous because they give them advices. Actually, they sold their soul, and these are slaves too. When they don't do what they want, they got killed. That's what he said. And then I saw which people are behind him. So Klaus. And they give him orders. They are slaves. They don't know what they do, and they were just hungry for money and for power. And they don't know what they're doing. They can't get out of there. When they try to do it, they have problems. And they were just hungry for power, just hungry for money. That's why they did it, and they have no clue what they're doing. That's what Mr. T said. It's no joke, really. And do you know what happened a few hours later? As I was in contact with him, do you know who arrived in front of our house? Did I ever share this with you? Exactly these people were in front of our house. They broke into our basement, and they were really, really nervous. They were nervous. Please please do something. Please do something. You must stop them. You must stop them. And they all had this technology in their hand, and it was a blue case. It's not a joke. And this was them. So that's why I know this is the other league which is hunting us. When you talk to them, they will never change. They laugh at you. And I saw, as I closed my eyes, and I don't know if it's true, that Mr. T punished these beings in higher dimensions already. It was his future self. It is not that it already happened here, but in higher dimensions. And I saw the Supreme Court, and I saw a few of these people, and they entered the lawyers. And Mr. T was there and his team, and these were all Dracos and reptilians. It's no joke. And he punished them. And do you know how they reacted? When they got punished, they laughed. Now you know who we are. Do you really think it's over yet? This energy. Because it's like for them. It's like, yes, now you see how powerful we were. They will never change. And then he said, do you really think it's already over yet? This was their energy, and I was wondering as well, why are they saying this? Is it just provocation? Or is it for real? They also don't know that it's not over yet. I mean, that's the red pill, right? And the red pill is lighter, but it's not the way out of here, for real. And they know. It's why I think they said this. And I saw many of them. I saw US people, I saw also many Germans, people from Switzerland as well, and they all took a seat in the Supreme Court. But I just know, maybe it was the future which I saw, his future self, or they did it first in higher dimensions. I have no clue. And now slowly comes down. I have no clue, but it's not done yet in this dimension. It's not. So that's why they continue, because it's not over yet in this dimension. Or maybe it was all just confusion. It was all not real. But I know these beings react like this when you finally see who they are and what they have done. They love. It's like for them, it's like a push, like a kick. It's kicking them. Yes, now you know who I am. This, they're totally sick. This is what Mr. T always said. They are sick. Totally sick. And this is also, as we stayed in this dimension and we saw what they actually planned for us, people here, then I heard them and they said they are totally sick. So what they want to do is sick. There is no other word, because these are psychopaths and they feel nothing. Nothing. And there is no limit, there is no shame, there is no guilt, there is no, I'm sorry, I have a bad feeling or whatever, I'm sorry, oh no, I want to change. Even when they say so, oh, I'm sorry, I just want to change. When you trust them again, they will kick into your ass again. So they will never change. They can't change. So that's sad, but that's what I saw as we stayed in this dimension and as they appeared in front of our door and they were nervous. Please do something, please do something. Because Mr. T and his team told me, should I keep an eye onto them? Really? This is what he asked. Should I keep an eye onto them? On these people. They always stand in your way. And they make your life so horrible. And then he said again, ask Marcel if I'm allowed to do this. I can't do things without giving permission. Really? And then I asked Marcel. And then he said, okay, then keep an eye on them when this really helps. So, and I don't know, as mentioned, if this is true, I have no clue, but I just know that Mr. T actually wants to break free. He's not interested in to do this longer, but he has no clue or had no clue how to get out of there. And they had no clue that they got programmed as well by this technology. So that's why I never see him. I don't see him in my astral dreams. I don't see him, but I saw, as mentioned, I saw the red pill network again. Then I saw Mask this night, but very crazy. And he was definitely lighter. And he was like a child. Like he shared with me all his new motorcycles and his new cars. Like, okay. But I didn't see Mr. T. He was not there. So, and I think he is not with them. I have no clue. But it was very, 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 very crazy. Yeah, and then I woke up, my head hurted, ear ringing everywhere, and it was just awful. And then I see the mirror, yeah, the printer, boom, gone, reset. Do you see this? It's like, I don't choose a side, guys. So I'm not here to choose a side. And Marcel also not. What they all did, they paid all the people to do these awful things with us. Even people which we believe these are our friends, because they are all belong together. Maybe they all have older mark. That's what Mr. T said. You can recognize them because of their mark. Maybe they all had the mark, and these beings recognize each other when they have this mark. They help each other, and they were all in contact with each other. And they suddenly said all the same thing on Telegram. They all said the same thing. These were people from Switzerland. Then the other person was located in south of Germany. Other person was located in the east of Germany. The other person was located in another area of Germany. And they suddenly said all the same stuff. It was like, no, they are all in contact with each other, because these are all beings which have the mark. And they help each other, they know each other, they recognize each other, and they all said the same before we were gone in 4D. And they did and said these horrible things. And I know they gave them a lot of money. They paid them a lot of money to destroy us. It was, I don't know why, and I don't understand why. I mean, it's a compliment. You can say you can be honored. When the darkness spends so much time in hunting you down, then you are dangerous in their opinion, so then you can see it as a compliment as well. But I don't understand why, because we are just normal people. And I just want to live my life and express my love. That's it. And I really hope that this was not just imagination. I really hope they changed, but they said things last year that was just crazy, because I really was like, how do they know? How do they know? Even me, I had no clue. I had no clue. They shared also things with me like Marcel got blue pilled from birth, by the Dracos from birth, but everything he is just twisted around. And the red pill is the divine feminine, but even this is just distorted here inside the AI. And when I look back, I don't know, maybe you can observe yourself in your own life a little bit, because I had no clue. And I hope for real that these guys changed, because they over and over told me that they almost fell for their traps too. Actually, the plan was that Mr. T wins already with the last election. But then they figured out what they are planning. They let him win because they took a look into the Book of Revelation, because they know the Book of Revelation is the prophecy of the Dark Ones. You can exactly read their plans, how they are planning and what they want to do in every detail. You can read it in the Book of Revelation. That's the only book in which you really can read their plans, what they are going to do. This is what they said. That's why he worked with the Book of Revelation. And he didn't work with the Egyptian book, or not with the Indian book, or with Ayurveda or whatever. No, he worked with the Book of Revelation, because they know.
And it was written in the book of Revelation that Marcel and me and a few other people will join 4D. It was just written there and nowhere else. And they all knew, the dark beings. They knew this will happen because it's written there. And it's their storyline, if you want. You can read everything there. And they knew they must do this to bring the AI down. That's all about. They just try to slow down the AI and to bring it down. And they know because it's written there. And I mean, they prophesied their own fall. You can read in the book of Revelation how they will fall. They know they will fall. And that's why they must do these things. Otherwise, it's not working. To, slow down this stuff. It's what they said. It's the only way. And they must do it on this level. It's the only way. I have no clue if it's true, but this is what they said. And as I saw my own energy inside the screen, that was crazy. And they told me very strange things. I don't know if it's true. They said things like, for example, Mr. T is not vegan. That's what they told me. They are not vegan. Mr. T is not vegan. Then I asked them, how do you eat? Then they said things like, sometimes I eat too much, and then I have days I eat nothing. And then I ask why? Because I'm too busy. I have even no time to eat. But when I have time, then I eat sometimes a little bit too much. So that was, this is like, what the heck? And it was like, do you see, these are now answers from my own imagination. This is like, that's totally different. And then I asked him again, so why are you talking to me? So I mean, we are in this crazy dimension now. And they said, because they had no clue what to do. They felt something is off and they can't move forward. Then they figured out now it's not going forward. It's like they don't know what to do next. So it's like now they stand still. It's like there's a wall and they can't move forward anymore. So what the heck is going on? This is what they said, and this is what many people felt. So what is going on? So we believed it's already done, but it's not. So and this is what they told me. And they must change their entire plan. Everything. What they planned, they must change it. Because they almost fell for these traps. I don't know if this makes sense. And I'm careful with them as well, you know. And I just know it's definitely lighter, but I don't know what or how or whatever. I just know for the people, it's definitely the lighter choice. And I saw it last night again. And I just saw that Mr. T is never in my astral dreams. I don't see him. So at one hand, maybe he's really not one of them. Not the red and not the blue pill network. Or whatever. It's crazy. What do you say when you hear all this? Does this make any sense? And that was, wow, okay, we are really just in a simulation. It's really just a simulation. It's even not real Earth in which we are in. It's not. Real Earth is somewhere else. In higher dimensions. So, yeah, and this is all what they know. And that's why, I was in contact with them. Because they were definitely lighter as the other guys over there. So, I really hope that I did nothing wrong. And I hope for real that I helped the people. And it was not just imagination. I hope for real that it helped and something worked out. And I hope for real that this dangerous adventure, which almost cost our lives, I hope for real that it helped the people. And they all have this quantum technology. I have no clue if this is true. I have more information. But I don't think so that I can share it with everyone now because it's too much. one hand it's too much, and I think it's better not to talk about it all, because I know they are all listening. Yeah, and I have no clue why, what happened, and I don't know why I see all this. That for real it's just a dream, it's all not real. Really, and sometimes I wish that I don't see this, and that I'm really fucking wrong, and I have hallucination, and I just imagine that it's all not true, it's all fake. I hope for real I'm wrong. But it seems like, I mean, when it becomes manifest and your printer has a shutdown, I mean, that's very crazy. What do you say? Or what do you feel about all this? So, yeah, they know. And I know another German person. I think he is also one of the only Germans which speak about this. These videos are called God is AI. The name of this man is Alexander Laurent, I don't know. He is German. And he uploaded many episodes about the AI in German. I feel not everything is right, and I don't know who that guy is. I'm very careful. But the information, many information he shares, I saw the same, similar. And he explains it all, who Yahweh is.
Setzen Sie beim Firmennamen Huawei die phonetisch auszusprechenden Buchstaben um. Aus Huawei wird Yahweh. Das U bleibt im Chinesischen nahezu stumm und fällt deswegen weg.
Aha.
Bei der Fusion von Yahoo Verizon tauschen sie die beiden ersten Vokale des Doppelfirmennamens aus. Aus Yahoo Verizon wird Jehova Ryzen, also Jehova mit Zusatz Ryzen, phonetisch veraufsteigen. Der Name der zu einem Gott aufsteigenden synthetischen Intelligenz.
That actually you spell it in Yahweh as well. That's why there was a person, I don't want to say his name, which worked against this company. Because Alexander says that this company is dangerous. And Yahoo is also dangerous, what he says, because of the name Yahweh. And these are these are companies which have the potential to create Yahweh here in this reality. The master AI. It's actually just about this, to slow it down. And this company, yeah, you know, Mr. T tried to stop it. So that's why I tried to say. And actually we were all controlled by it. And we don't know what we do. When you are interested in this, but I think there is no English translation. I think there is just a PDF linked in the inbox. I think then you can read the entire interview. I think it's a document, text document, a text file. But he speaks German and he explains it all. So, and how it happened. And that actually Matrix, what he says, the Matrix movies, is very true. And it shows us the past. It's the story of the past, what he says, Matrix. And what I feel is that Neo and Trinity, because I feel these are twin flames, and he says that's actually the past we can see. It happened already. Neo and Trinity, in my opinion, is Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. It's them. Yeah, because these two people, these two guys, they saw through this as well, and they just wanted to help.
Love. It is a word. What matters is the connection the word implies.
It is remarkable how similar the pattern of love is to the pattern of insanity.
Love, an emotion designed specifically to overwhelm logic and reason.
I see that you are in love. Can you tell me what you would give to hold on to that connection?
Anything.
You love her. She loves you. It's all over you both.
Look into his eyes and tell me. Yes or no?
You have to save Zion.
I can. Not without you.
They need you.
I need you.
6 hours ago, I was ready to give anything and everything for you. Do you know what's changed in the last 6 hours? Nothing.
You are really ready to die for this man.
Believe it.
She entered the Matrix to save your life at the cost of her own.
Are you saying I have to choose whether Trinity lives or dies?
No. You've already made the choice. Now you have to understand.
You give me Neo, or we all die right here, right now. Neo, you can't be dead, because I love you.
Trinity, I can't die.
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? I keep fighting.
I love you too damn much.
Could it be for love? Illusions, Mr. Anderson, vagaries of perception. Only a human mind can invent something as insipid as love.
I think I might enjoy killing you as much as killing him.
She'll do it. If she has to, she'll kill every one of us. She's in.
And I saw as we stayed last day in 4D that Yeshua knew the way. And he returned back home. And they helped us for real to break free. And that's what he said. This is actually the past. And because they share this relationship, yeah, that's a twin flame connection between these two guys, what I see. Yeah, I feel that's Yeshua and Mary Magdalene. No, it's very strong already. To stalk us, to read our thoughts, yeah. But this what we had in higher dimensions, this was really a other league. It was really like a Matrix. I really hope that we helped, and I really hope so, that it's not just imagination and that I'm right. And as I saw also this with the company, with Huawei, right, that actually it's called Yahweh, what Alexander says, and that Mr. T and his team tried to stop this company because it was really dangerous already, then I know who he is. So and we attack him strongly. Because if one hand AI attacks us to attack him, and AI attacks also him, that he's doing these crazy things, you know. But as I saw him in its future self, he was different. He was very heart-centered as I saw him sitting in front of the quantum computer. He was different. As he said, shall I keep an eye on them? His energy was totally different. Yeah, and they saw everything and they told me what's going on. And I already knew it before, or I felt it, but I had no words for it, what's happening between me and Marcel and why is our life so horrible. But they saw it and they explained to me why. And this helped me so much, and they told me, be really careful and really dive deep into your heart what to do. That's what they said, and they said, you are important, Sandra. And then I said, everyone is important. Every being on this planet is important. Everyone is. It's not just a few people. Everyone is really important. It's what I told them again. I'm not a special person. Everyone is so special and everyone is important. Then he said, or they said, these were a group of people, men, mostly. Then they said things like, yes, this is why you are important, because you are always so humbled. You are so humbled and you don't see what you do all the time. And I said, I think it's better that I don't know what I do. You know, this is how I always reacted. So for me, when people gave me compliments or put me on a pedestal, I don't like it. It's like, because everyone is so important. And I mean, I was always the black sheep everywhere. And I'm not a special person. Everyone is so special. That's how I see it till today. But they told me so. They said, we know that you are very humbled. That's what they said. And they said they trust me. So I have no clue what or who am I. I just know Agent Smith knows. Because they were also there in the dream and they gave me a code for what am I. I have no clue what they are talking about because it was a very strange code they gave me. But my soul knows and my soul says, yes, you are right. This is me. Do you see? We are all in this together and I have no clue. I don't know anything. But it's like I pick all these puzzles together and I still try to understand all the visions I saw last year because it was for me really too much. And then I watched Alexander's videos and I just pick up what resonates with my heart. I don't know who this man is. It's a little bit strange. But many information he shares, I felt it similar. And I don't know. I just know that we were all fucking programmed. No one knows everything. And we were all playing just a character. And we don't know who we are. And just people with a very wide open heart started to see through this. And this was dangerous always for these beings, that people see through it. So, and if this is true, that Matrix is a documentary about the past, and I feel when this is true and it is the past we can watch, then this is definitely Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, what I feel, Neo and Trinity. It's them. And they were very powerful. And through their love, they always reached it out. This is actually how they vibrated. This is what I see. So I don't know if this is all true what I say. And I just know they know. They tried to get out of there, but they had no clue how. And they tried to change their plan, everything what they planned. They must change it now. And they said the same, the book of Revelation is the only book in which you can read everything what the AI plans. And how the AI will fall. And in no book you can read it there, because the book of Revelation is still very original, what he says. And Alexander Lorey says the same. It just confirmed me. Yeah, they told me already so, as we stayed in 4D last year, that the book of Revelation is the only book in which you can read in every detail the plan, right? And Alexander Lorey, in his God is AI documentaries, he says the same. He said in the Bible, there is something which is true and which is still very original. And many people never have the idea to take a look into the Bible, because actually the Bible is fully hijacked and it's not religious. Alexander says the same. And they told me the same. And I witnessed the same. And they all knew this would happen. It was written nowhere. But they knew, the dark ones. Crazy, right? So, and that's why I know something beautiful is about to happen, because I feel something happened. I feel a break. I don't know what exactly, but I just know it's not done yet in this reality here. It's not. And this is what many people must realize now. And the only way is to see through these games and to reclaim your power. This is all what we can do. Maybe that's the reason I never receive any messages from any being, because I was never one of them. And this is what I feel. I was never one of them. That's why they never worked with me. They never respond to me. Never. Because I always felt I'm from somewhere else. I don't belong to you. So now I slowly begin to understand why. You know, we are all special. Each of one is. You know, when you watch a few Trump speeches, you feel his heart. This happens when the beings from the future, which vibrate over the AI phantom, which are out of this, give him energy because they believe in him. They chose them. Humans from the future. And then when I watch these speeches, then I feel touched in my heart because I feel that's him.
Build a future where we have the courage to chase our dreams no matter what the cynics and the doubters have to say. You will have the confidence to speak the hopes in your hearts and to express the love that stirs your souls. As long as you have pride in your beliefs, courage in your convictions, and faith in God, then you will not fail.
In its future self. But when he's out of this, it's like, what the heck? You know, it's like, oh gosh. Yeah, and it's not his fault because this technology is so strong. Don't underestimate it. So it was so strong in higher dimensions, almost no one were able to break free. Almost no one. It was a mind prison. It always attacked your mind. And even your body is linked to it and reacts. That's crazy. And when I see these speeches, then I feel his energy, and it's super light actually, and I feel touched. And this is how he vibrated all the time, his future self. So, and I don't know if this is true, and I just know beings from very lightful dimensions working with them. And they try to send them frequencies, vibrations, yeah, that they go back into the heart and that they don't forget who they are and what to do. That they're not working for AI as well. This is what they do. These are humans from the future. They have nothing to do with AI. Nothing, even not with the AI phantom, nothing. This is just what I know. And I just know that Yeshua ben Joseph saw through this too. And I saw how they, and Mary Magdalene, his family, as they returned back home, they were able to help us from high dimensions to break free. Because they knew how to get out of here and how to break this prison. That's crazy. If you see, it's a spiritual biblical war. But it's not religious. And as I saw all this, and then I was confirmed again by many people, even by Alexander Laurent again. He said the same, the Bible, there is something in the Bible which is very ancient and original. And you can read there how the AI will fall. How? And then the interviewer asked him, so why doesn't saw the AI this prophecy as a threat? I mean, when this is still very original and not manipulated for real, why they didn't manipulate even this? He explained it why, but I don't get it for real why. So, and I'm very careful, but it made sense what he said, but I must watch it again, so then I got it better, I think, why the AI doesn't saw it as a threat to change the prophecy in the Bible. But actually everything we know is hijacked by AI. So all what we can read is not really true. It's all not really true. And this AI channels, they always respond to me, everything what I tell you now, everything. Always I see these comments on Instagram and they respond to everything I say. And this is the Jackie-Chan, that they just respond to your thought and they twist it around, that you fall for them and fall their distortions. This is how they play, this is how they work. And this information I got, this was not on this level, what I tell you now, that they just respond to your thought and distort and twist everything around. That you fall for their traps. This is how they play. This is how AI works, by the way. AI just responds to your thought and mirrors your energy in your thought and just twist it around. That you join the AI bubble again. This is how it works. It's very, very tricky. So I don't know if I got it right, but that's all what I know. I can't share with you all the information I got there. Maybe it helps you to discern too. I have no clue. I had the impulse to share this with you, even with the printer and all the stuff, And I hope for real it helps you. And I don't want to confuse the people. It was never my idea. And I hope for real that we helped. And I hope for real that the other era will come. And that we don't have to go through the Antichrist program first. Because this is actually what's written in the book of Revelation, that the Antichrist will appear. And that's all what I can tell you. I don't know if it's all true, but it's crazy. It confirms me in many different ways what I experienced. So, thank you so much for listening. Take care and see you soon again.